Hi there. I'm probably Mothman, and I'm still pretty sure you're you. I look to the lamp for inspiration. My search for the Black Forest of my dreams was not fruitful last time. Also, if I sound different, my settings got reset, so I had to play around with them just a little bit. And we're going to hope that they are set to about what they need to be set to. And if they're not, then you just get to deal with me sounding different. Alright. I think I see the shape of this landmass, at least for the southern tip here. Could run through the sacrificial stones and then see what's over here. Let's drop off our inventory and then we'll worry about heading out for the day. I think my intentions are still, by and large, to find a base or find a place that I can build something for the Black Forest in and not just build little mining camps across it and come back to the plains. There's a part of me that wants to do that, to just kind of pick some, or not the plains, the meadows. Very different biome this early in the game. Suicidal, one might say. But no, what I mean is the last time I had, or what I was saying is the last time I'd played Valheim, I did a meadow space where I just built it up and built it up, and it was very pretty, and I do find that kind of satisfying, but I want to try to be just a little different from that, just to spice things up between playthroughs this time around. I say that with full knowledge that I am probably going to still end up just building a single base somewhere and that being the focus, but I like to kind of get metal first. I guess that's my goal here. I'd like to get metal first, because I think that opens up a few more base building options, and that's always fun. Though, if I wait till I get iron, I can do actual stone build. Okay, well, we'll see. I'm getting lost in the weeds. I need to actually do things. Idle hands do not bases build. Oh, that's where the bees go. Okay. Lovely. Nothing there. Do I have a food chest? I need a food chest. Okay. That's attainable. I think it's outstandingly wise that I do not play with fire hazards on, because I think the gap there is probably not quite up to code. Honey is good because it's pretty renewable. I swear I just saw some cooked food over here. No, I saw raw food over here. Oh, I have berries galore. Okay, that might be the play then. Okay, we'll get that cooked and then we'll head out, because 2 stamina foods and a health food should be plenty to get me through any hassle in the Black Forest. Actually, what do I need to upgrade the... It's potentially doable, but it's probably not worth it at the moment. Alright, enough of my rambling. Time for more of my wandering. I'll admit, I do think that I build in the meadows so often just because I think they're so pretty. I probably don't actually need more deer meat and hide right now. No reason to take what I don't need. I say that, and I'm probably going to get in many needless fights. But in this instance, we'll choose that route. Decent sized meadow over here. A distinct lack of bees. Disgraceful. That's kind of a fun little river split. Ooh, bees. I've been instantly distracted. I was enjoying the landscape, but bees. It's a charming little bay. I'm gonna read this runestone and then keep mapping out the coast. I've read this one a few times, so I am just going to keep rolling. Or rather, I should say I know I've read that one before. I might read it again later, next time I find one, but... I want to actually search and find things. I don't want to completely get distracted by every little thing that rolls up. Okay. That's a charming little island. Not necessarily seeing a black forest in easy sight on the coast. But I wouldn't hate this for like a port. If I want to put some work into something in the meadows, having something I can drive a boat to might be nice. I know I'm playing with portals on, but I don't know. It's nice to actually use the boat sometimes. And you have to. When the portal's on, you still gotta get there first. It probably doesn't go too freaky far up that way. With that horn in mind. Pardon me, Salamander, I'm trying to think. Alright. It's gonna be wild if there's not that big of a black forest here. Like, the other one, the little sliver I found had resources in it. It just didn't have a burial crypt as far as I could see. Which, if you haven't played Valheim before, spoilers, the burial crypts have an item in them called Surtling cores sometimes, and those are what you need to start smelting metals. So it's fine if you already have them to run into a black forest that, you know, maybe isn't very crypt-rich, but in this particular instance where I don't have any, I'm finding it a little worrisome. Yeah, I'm gonna consider things for this area. We'll leave a little map marker here. Oh, we'll do a little campsite. I am probably Mothman, and that is possibly port. Pardon me if I, like, jerk the camera around a little bit too much. Or a little fast, I mean. I'm just kind of scanning the horizon for details, and, I suppose keeping my head on a swivel isn't necessarily really... It's not really necessary here in the meadows. I'm going to get jumped by a few boar and probably definitely a few greylings, but the leather armor kind of makes them... Well, leather armor and any level of food makes them a lot less worrisome. I might also be being a little bit too cavalier. But we'll see. Old traveler, and bear witness to my warning. We are many who have come before you, carried here by Odin's will to do his work. The path ahead is hard and the danger is great. If you hold your life dear, keep to these meadows and make your dwelling away from the trees. Fear the Horned One and the creatures he will send against you. Maybe a touch late for that particular warning, but thanks in the spirit of it. Do we have chests? Oh, that might be core wood. That's a temptation. Ooh, Black Forest. Okay. Sweet. let me make use of these. Okay, regular wood, but still, I'll take it. So that's most of my carry weight, but that'll be enough to build like a temporary base here, and it is getting a bit dark. I should probably actually equip both. There we go. A cozy little lake. Let's see. Alright, now this might be of decent size. This still counts as meadows. Oh no, this is like a little tiny nublet of it off to the side. Okay. Alright, that looks like it stretches for a little bit of a distance. Alright. Let's pick up a few rocks on the way. Oh, son of a bitch. Can you see me? Not yet. I'm tempted to make choices, but there's a small part of me... Is that a normal troll, or is that like a one-star troll? 'Cause I don't see his eyes. Oh, that's a one-star troll. Okay, nope. I was thinking about picking a fight. I didn't think I'm picking that fight. Probably Mothman is definitely screwing off into the woods. Yeah, I definitely don't feel rested anymore. Oh, not looking forward to dealing with him. Well. All I need to do is find like a burial crypt, and I will happily move into this forest. Why is there a hive there? Oh, there's a berry. Oh. Oh, merriment. Alright. Let's get set up. Okay. We need workbench, we need bed, we need a place to put fire down, which is not hard. Put the fire 2 inches away from our feet, because there's nothing worse than cold feet in a cold heckin' forest. Now this is going to be delightful. And this is raised up to just a little bit, so it's going to be harder for them to whack at it. Wonderful. You know what? We're going to get fancy. To assume that those couple of really jank broken bitlins are not going to count for enough of the roof for this. But somehow that does. I can't breathe in the smoke. let's get out of the smoke, maybe? Okay, so rainy heckin' day in the forest, so I'm going to say that roof is job one. Alright. Oh, job one might be figuring out. Actually, maybe the chimney should go over here, because this is the most open. Alright, time for me to him and Han base design. It's not going to be able to burn anyway, because the elements. Hey, that'll do, that'll do. Wait a heckin' moment. Inspiration has struck. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I think most creative ideas are a little iffy on whether they're going to be good or not beforehand, but in the words of Miss Frizzle, let's get messy and make mistakes. Okay. That's a cleaner little fireplace than I was expecting. It's a little weird, but it gets all the smoke out, so, you know, I'm gonna count that. Partly doing this for aesthetic and partly doing it so I have like just a tiny bit more defense if something comes over and starts whacking at my walls like a one-star troll. Oh, I might have to go do battle with the one-star troll to make sure it doesn't come over here. Goes back that way. That might be far enough away. It's down the hill too. That'll be fine. Alright, I kind of like seeing that though. Let's... Oh, am I out of wood? Oh, I am out of wood. Alright. Well, that's okay, because the forest provides. I'm not talking about the trees, by the way. I'm talking about the endless waves of gray dwarves that are going to come in here and be a very steady source of wood for me. And stone. Oh, if I could find a spawner, that would be delightful as well. What's up, Hugin? Treasures lie below. Delves and dungeons can be found across the 10th world. They are monuments of the past, and most often filled with the riches of civilizations long lost. Remember to bring a light source. Thank you. Ooh, and copper right here. This. I swear I just heard the sound of shuffling bones in the woods. I swear I just heard something. Yeah, it's probably fine for it to be sticking into the wall a little bit. I say, looking down here at this and realizing that might not be the case. Oh well. Yeah, it's fine. It's Valheim. Clipping doesn't matter. Clipping adds structural integrity. That's the word I'm looking for. Do I have core wood on me by any chance? Oh, that's right, from the, thing. Oh, I guess I could just drop this down a smidgen. That's fine, I'll leave it as is. I changed my mind. There we go. Should probably pause some of the decorating only because of, again, the slight possibility of a very large troll taking a personal exception to my existence here in the woods. That's fine. Bigfoot's got my back. What we are going to do is preemptively set up enough storage that I don't need to worry about it too hard, though. Oof, that is a full inventory. How far away am I from my first base? Ooh, I am a while away from first lamp. Okay. That might be a spawner way down there. Just for argument's sake, I'll slap that on there so I have a reason to investigate later. Alright, anything that is not food is going to go in this chest for now, and everything that is food will go into the other chest. Is it control click? Oh, it is control click. Okay, cool. That's outstanding. I think I just learned that about Valheim. Okay, we only got pines, and that means core wood, so... My main goal is still getting into that burial crypt, which, I mean, it's right there. I can get into it, but I want to... You know, I was going to say I want to get this place set up before I go delving in there, but I should really actually maybe just get some storage set up and then stick my head in there, because there's a chance that it will spawn with no Surtling cores in it. Okay, let's learn from past Mothman mistakes. Mistakes of moths long gone. Just kidding, it's me. I'm the moth. Alright. It's a little ugly. It's a little ugly, but it is a nice little storage setup there. Slap a couple bits of core wood around it. You got yourself a respectable little... respectable little thingamajigger there. Alright. That gives us support up to there. That lets me fall out the side. I don't technically have a roof. I'm going to fix that really quickly, and then I'm going to delve probably too greedily and too deep. Of course I've run out of wood in that exact moment. No, joke's on you, I don't need a wood floor roof. I'm going to have a wood roof. All the wood for my wood roof unfortunately fell to the floor. Aha, but my reach is great. Perfect. Okay. I'd say far from cosmically ideal, but, you know, we have a fire, we have a roof. It's a funky little, like, ruins camp. I'm gonna turn that to a smaller one of these, though. I may have just risked the structural integrity of the roof to swap that out. I'm actually not sure how well that's all held up. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, quick organization. I do not need the pickaxe, so we're going to leave that. Do we have enough wood in here to do anything else? Not really, no. Alright. Wood type things to the middle. I just leave food there for now. These are a kind of food. And we'll put rocks up top, because you should always put the heaviest items on the highest shelf. 2 torches. And if I was smart, actually what I would do is really quickly come out here and make a club. Because if nobody's told you yet, let me be the one. Enemies have damage weaknesses in Valheim, and you should really have a couple of different weapons to do a couple of different damage types. It's not mandatory. I can definitely clear that with the spear, and I'm definitely going in with the spear. But sometimes having the wooden club is just useful. Fully upgraded. That sucker does some damage. And it just needs bones to upgrade, which you get plenty of from bashing skeletons. No, I don't. No, yeah, okay, I couldn't upgrade it to the 3rd level. Because I don't have the workbench for it. That's just fine. We are going to do a little bit of a sneaky maneuver here, though, once we get in there. But I need to find a few rocks on the ground for that. Well, I guess I'm rested, so it's not really that mandatory. You can put a fire down just inside. It makes it a little bit smoky, but it, Okay, that's a choice. Makes it a little smoky, but the, rested buff, or being able to take the, wet condition off is usually worth it. I hope you all are ready for a very dark Valheim experience, because even though I am not too fond of the dark, I tend to go through these things without the torch too often. But we did get Surtling cores. Nice. I'm going to try and keep the torch out so that it's a slightly less pitch black experience. Ooh. Alright, so this place was worth it at base, because that's at least enough for... It's at least enough for a smelter or a charcoal kiln. And I can't just, like, make one, use it, and break it, and then use the other. If we can just find one more Surtling core, then we can have both. And I see you peeking through the door, you little giblet. I should just munch the yellow mushrooms more. I always end up, like, intensely inundated with them. Does it ever drop anything other than... I don't think they drop anything. In the frost caves up in the mountains, you can get the occasional bit of bronze from the braziers. That always makes me think that there is more to be found in these, but I just don't think those drop anything. Broken plenty of them accidentally and otherwise. Ooh, I hope that's not what I think it probably is. There we go. Alright. Might be slow, depending on what else we find here, but we at least have enough for both a kiln and a smelter. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright. It is frickin' night. Luckily, we're right by our base. Alright. So probably worth checking out the area a little bit and seeing if there's some more crypts or what kind of resources are around. But we at least have the ability to smelt things now, which is a delight and a relief. With that in mind, I am going to try and spend a little bit of time considering how I want to defend this place, and try doing a little bit of scouting to make sure that this is a good place to set up. I'll have a steady supply of bones because I believe skeletons will just spawn around that non-stop if I leave it be long enough. Not non-stop, it's not a spawner, but some critters like to spawn around structures in Valheim, and the skeletons are, yeah, they're just kind of everywhere. Yes, smash them apart, they just kind of piece themselves back together and come back next week. Hilltop's good. Circling cores are good. I think I'll end the recording there for now. Thanks for tuning in. See if I can't pretty this place up at some point. Take it easy.